Does T-Series use subbots? Is there actually new evidence that can prove that they do in fact use subbots? For the past month, I've been sent a link to a video non-stop, and I want to go over this new evidence that supposedly reveals that T-Series uses subbots. So let's take a look. Now, it has been over a year since my first video on this, does T-Series use subbots? And something important that I did in that video is I presented it without bias. Well, you all know me as a PewDiePie fan. I mean, I'm wearing his merch right now. I'm still gonna explain everything from an unbiased viewpoint. So the video that I have been sent is from a YouTuber known as JT. I watch some of his videos, so I'm familiar with him. And he goes on to explain how he found out that T-Series has advertisements on illegal websites, such as 123 Movies. Which, if you don't know what 123 Movies is, it's basically a website where you can go to watch pirated films. You can basically watch movies and TV shows illegally, for free. So some people have been saying that this video completely disproves my previous video, and that's not true. The big argument that I've been given is that if T-Series supposedly uses viewbots in this video, they would be using subbots as well, because they're both immoral. But that doesn't make sense because they don't use viewbots at all. JT never mentioned viewbots in the video. He only mentioned how they have advertisements on illegal websites, which I want to talk about. Which is another argument I've been given. If T-Series puts advertisements on illegal websites, they would probably subbot and other stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of research here. Is T-Series knowingly putting advertisements on illegal websites? So first of all, I wanted to see this for myself, a T-Series video on 123 Movies. So what I did is I got my VPN out, making it seem as though I am from a certain country. So I connected to India and I went to 123 Movies. Now, there weren't any pre-roll ads with this style that JT found, so I had to dig a little bit deeper. What is a website with the same style advertisements? And then I found one. So I found this screenshot online where someone paid for an advertisement on another illegal website, Europix HD, and they had an advertisement style the exact same that 123 Movies has. And fittingly enough, it is a Be Lasagna ad that someone paid for during PewDiePie vs. T-Series. It's kind of fitting. Anyway, so now we have two websites that use the same advertisers. Now all I have to do is figure out who they're using. And so I took a look at both websites' HTML. So if you right click on the website and you click view page source, you can scroll through all of the stuff that makes up the website. And so I found out that Europix HD and 123 Movies use a site called Pop Ads. So Pop Ads works like this. You pay them something and they promote it on different websites. Everyone makes money, except for you. And so on these websites, I played around a bit, and yeah, YouTube videos were popping up, but none of them were pre-roll ads. They were just popping up in a separate tab, you know, gaining a view that way. So it's not a view bot, they are legitimate views because someone has that tab open. They might be like scummy views, I guess, but they're still technically views. Now, in JT's video, he mentions a website, YouTube Panel, where you pay them to promote online. In the video, he mentions how there was a link to this YouTube Panel, but we know these two websites uses Pop Ads. So my theory here, which is, I don't know, very logical, I think, is that T-Series paid YouTube Panel to put ads on Pop Ads who put ads on different websites, including 123 Movies. So when you put it that way, it's more likely that T-Series doesn't know they have advertisements on 123 Movies. Now, supporting this theory even further is that this YouTube Panel is a relatively small company. They say that they do this whole view thing themselves, and so they have limited services. I mean, they want to contact you through Skype. I don't know why T-Series went directly to YouTube Panel when they could have went straight to Pop Ads, or even Google. That's right, they could have done this whole thing on Google. And this is something I want to explain here. It isn't against YouTube's rules to promote your video as an advertisement somewhere. Google has YouTube AdWords, which is kind of like a legitimate way of paying for views on YouTube. All you have to do with Google AdWords is paste the link to your video, set how many impressions you want, and then pay the required amount, and it will show up across Google. Google searches, YouTube suggested, and even pre-roll ads where you click the skip button. So that is the only way you can pay for views, so it isn't illegal because they're advertisements. The views are not bots, their legitimate views. So this brings up an interesting point. There's basically no affiliation with the advertiser and the site where the ad is shown, because there's a middleman. It could be Pop Ads, it could be Google AdWords. There's basically no affiliation. But why would T-Series want to pay for ads anyway? Is that even a question I have to ask? They're a company. It's an advertisement. It makes sense, and that's it. So my conclusion for this first point is that T-Series doesn't know advertisements are on illegal websites because of the middleman. They probably should have looked into it a lot more, but I don't know, what can you do? But anyway, if you want to check out JT's video, link in description. Let's move on. So another thing I get asked about a lot is how can T-Series have so many subscribers with such a varying amount of views? For real, look at these views. They're all over the place, and it doesn't make any sense. Basically, T-Series is a record label company. They upload videos from a bunch of different artists. So people all across India are subscribing for their favorite music. Now imagine everyone who likes music subscribing to T-Series because they have all the music content. And if there's only one main channel posting everyone's content, of course you're going to subscribe to that channel and only watch certain videos. So that makes a lot of sense for a record label, but people still compare it to creators. Creators get a normal amount of views for their subscriber count, but T-Series doesn't. Well, let me put it this way. With a YouTuber, people watch for the specific person. People watch MrBeast because he does things that are, I don't know, out of the ordinary. People watch PewDiePie because they like him as a person. People watch Logan Paul because they like him. I don't, but imagine this. What if every YouTuber decided that they would only upload on one channel together? Imagine one YouTube channel that MrBeast, Logan Paul, PewDiePie, and Timeworks, all those creators, upload to one channel. Videos that I upload to that one channel won't get as many views as, say, a MrBeast video on that channel would. So my conclusion, just like my first video, is that no, T-Series does not use sub-bots because, well, there's no real evidence that we have for it. And that's it. So if you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe. I post a lot of different content analyzing various things. I also do random videos. It feels very weird to ask the question, does T-Series sub-bot a year later? What did I ask for last time? 30 likes, I remember that video. Guys, if we can reach 30 likes, that would be amazing. And then it got over 30,000. You guys are awesome. Fly on.